I am Nelmara Arbex. I am Deputy Chief Executive at the Global Reporting Initiative, which is a not-for-profit organization based in Amsterdam. Our mission is to guide companies, help companies, support companies preparing a sustainability report. I think, for me personally, the most intriguing question is we are in a very special moment in terms of society and future and the development model that we have designed so far. And I think we're in trouble because so far prosperity is connected to a very high ecological and, if I may say, social footprint. So we are destroying a lot to keep prosperity in a good level. The challenge we have now is how we're gonna redesign prosperity or achieve prosperity and decrease the damage that we are producing and regenerate systems and improve social tissues, if I may say in this way. The intriguing question for me is how reporting, the corporative report, can help us decreasing this ecological and social footprint and keep prosperity. So which type of measurements, which type of standards should we develop that would help us go in this direction? So I think all these people that were together in the morning, they have very specific visions about that and how we could go around this challenge that is specifying which type of information we're going to need to manage business impacts, the impact of business activities, and understand how to manage them better to reduce this ecological and social footprint. And I cannot stop thinking about that, so I'm really kind of trying to imagine how this should be. I think what Professor Eccles got here today is a very unique moment in the history of developing of frameworks, and now that we are heading to something that we are calling integrated reporting framework, it's a very unique moment to put all these brains together. We are so different trying to tackle this. So I think this is one of the most important insight that I think I had today morning, how unique this moment is for all of us. I think there is also something that is quite dangerous in this conversation. There is a tendency to go for something which we call monetarizing everything. So let's transform everything what's important for business, important for society, in financial results, sort of. I think this is very dangerous because there are so very, very clear limits for this way of thinking. One of them, very general, is we're never going to come up with the value of the planet in terms of money. And if we would, what we do with that? So we cannot buy another planet. I think this is one very general conceptual limit. But if you go to the concrete side of this way of thinking, we have the same limits that we should understand when you are, for example, defining a fine. So you fine a company because the company has destroyed a forest. Okay, then what do you do with the money? You cannot rebuild the forest. Or you're going to fine companies because they have destroyed certain species, and then we cannot get the species back. Or the same when you would fine someone because this person has killed someone else. So you cannot bring the person back. So the idea of monetarizing impacts that are not directly financial, or monetarizing how much a forest or life or healthy social relations are, so it's very dangerous for me, and I think this is a big alert that we have here. There would be an easy way because our brains can understand numbers that express financial performance or express financial results somehow, but it's a very limited way of looking at the reality around us and looking at the problems around us and how to tackle them. So I think this is also a very strong feeling that I got from the discussion in the morning, a kind of big alert.